Presenting the Leica MP Hammertone LHSA 1968-2003 edition. Okay, now that we've gone through that mouthful of a name, we can just call this camera the Hammertone. Not to be confused with Hammer Time, but much like the song, chances are you can't touch this. Before we unbox this beast, if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe for more great content. Over the years, the Leica MP has gained an almost mythical status, with the original cameras selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars in international auctions. But back in the early noughties, Leica was an adventurous company that was still designing new film cameras, and they decided to bring back the legend with the new Leica MP, which was released in 2003. As Leica are wont to do, they released a number of special edition versions of the MP at the same time, including the MP6, which we featured previously. And this is the Hammertone, which is easily one of the most adventurous of all of the special edition cameras, and possibly one of the most beautiful, in my humble opinion. Only 1,000 of these were made, and seeing one nowadays is pretty rare. But how did this unusual camera come to be? Well, the key is in the name. Leica made this camera in conjunction with LHSA, or the Leica Historical Society of America. The LHSA is a non-profit that documents and records the historical aspects of Leica. To say that they are a fountain of knowledge would be an understatement, and their contribution to the community has been invaluable. They are also a very influential group of enthusiasts who have had Leica produce special edition cameras for their members, and the Hammertone is probably one of their most famous pieces. The paint is based on paint used by Leica for special models in the past, particularly the paint found on a Visiflex 3. And what a paint job! It looks beautifully weathered yet brand new. The paint really needs to be taken in with some rather gratuitous close-ups, as it is that nice. Many have tried to recreate this paint on custom cameras, and none have been able to really replicate it accurately. It must have taken the techs at Leica forever to figure out the right method for painting these, as they had to be consistent for 1,000 units. And the winders. Oh yeah, and the hoods too, yeah. And aside from the paint, there are some other small differences. The typescript on the top plate is slightly larger, and instead of Germany, says Solms. But what is special about this set is not only does it come with the camera, but it also comes with the Hammertone Leica winder as well, just to add a little bit more weight. And a lens. Did I mention it comes with a lens? Yes, it comes with a special edition LHSA inspired Summicron 35mm aspherical, which has a more refined barrel design than the standard lens. And the lens hood is Hammertone painted too, so yeah, don't lose it. I cannot really emphasize how rare it is to see one of these cameras nowadays. All of them are tucked away in hidden collections or safes, so when this one came through, I simply had to share it with you all. Nowadays, you're not going to see another Leica MP Special Edition film camera, so this camera, the Hammertone MP, has really set its place in the Leica history books. And no, sorry, it's not for sale. Okay, pros and cons. Pros: absolutely beautiful, first class workmanship, serious camera geek chops. Cons: almost embarrassingly expensive, rare, do not lose any of the bits. You can see many other beautiful cameras over at japancamera hunter.com now. Be sure to like and subscribe.